I haven't recorded videos for a while, so I am kinda not used to talk again, but we shall try. I haven't seen this cinematic yet. Alright. I didn't get much from this cinematic what this game will be about, but I do appreciate the visual art style. The old anime style. I really like it for now. I fiddled with settings and I chose Japanese voice acting. I'm not sure about volume for now. I think it's too loud. Let's try this for now. So this game was gifted to me by MetaMage and he written a very curious review about this game, but I haven't read it actually. I just saw how much was written and I was interested in what this game is about, so I am going blindly. The only thing I know that the genre, like it's is it a visual novel? I don't think so. It's a dating simulator with horror elements, I think, which is very peculiar for this art style. Well, let's start. Not gonna ramble too much. But yeah, thanks for this gift. I appreciate it. I need to read this out loud. I think I'm not fast enough for this. Yeah. My goodness. Cradled inside a rope basket was a cheerful baby girl. Oh my, what do I do? Worry not, my dear. I will name you Elise. And so Holly and Elise spent their days together in the village of Kieferberg. As both grew closer, so did their love for one another. Look, Granny, look. Well done, Elise. Not all bliss lasts forever, and as time went by, so did Hollis. I will take care of you. I will do whatever it takes, Granny. Don't cry, my love. You have always said you wanted it. I'm sure you will cherish it. Granny. I love you, Elise. Thank you for granting my only wish. Okay. Shit. I hope that this game will be voice acted by characters too, not just grunts. So I need to read this too. Okay. For goodness sake, there goes my last match. Oh, I am so tired of this place. Wash my sheets, Elise. Sweep my floors. Floors, Elise. Elise, Elise, Elise. Oh, I'd show them. I'd make them scrub my pots and pans, my shoes even. Have them wipe down all my windows, every last one. Clean out my hearth and fetch me some water. Better yet, I had have them running around calling me Miss Elise all day. Oh, if only I were rich. All the steak I could ever want, all the shiny dresses. One for each day of the week, with shoes and jewels to match. And maids, all the maids I could ever want. Oh, if only. Well, one can dream. Elise. Oh, for goodness sake. On your way home, lass? What are you doing wandering about in the dark, Elise? You ought to know it's dangerous out here. I'm not wandering about, Mr. Ludwig. I have been working late, if you had so kindly believe. You know better than to put yourself in danger, Elise. If anyone's putting me in danger, it's you. I'd be home already had you not stopped me for an earful. Come now, Elise, we've got good reasons to worry. All this vigilance, for what? What am I to be afraid of? The witch? Watch your words, Elise. You are not to question such matters. What do you say we walk you home? I believe I will be just fine on my own, Mr. Heinrich. No more detours, Elise. It's for your own good. Lest I come across the witch I know. Let us hope you don't come to regret your words, alas. Oh, I can't stand these folks. Okay, movement, interact. I didn't read everything. Okay. Very nice looking interface. So I think I will have 3 characters to play as, judging by this interface. Hearts are health and bread is maybe stamina or magic. I can't save manually, I think. Ooh. Okay. They went that way, so I should follow them or go opposite way. I'd be best head on home before it gets too late, I suppose. This is a castle and very bright star. Not this way? Pine tree this, pine tree that. Everything's about pine trees around here. Right, Kieferberg viewpoint. Left, Kieferberg peak. I'm gonna go left. Item get acquired 1 grapes. Oh, okay. Food items. An old rusted lantern covered in grime. Press the lantern key to turn it on at night and in dark places. Alice's brooch. An emerald brooch given to Alice by her grandmother on her deathbed. Oh. Oh, for goodness sake. It's impossible to keep this lantern lit in this wind. Guess I will be finding my way home in the dark, I suppose. Save often. Make sure you use up all your save slots to avoid too much backtracking. Backtracking. I suppose I ought to chop some more wood soon, just when I had gotten rid of all those pesky splinters and blisters. Covered in age scars, the tree trunk sits bare, its dry surface exposed to the elements. Damn, but they are letting this girl to chop wood? That seems not cruel, but seems like too much work for her. What in the world's name happened here? I ought to find my matches. not leaving until I make sense of what happened here. It's no use going in the pantry, is it? There's nothing to eat in this house. At least they didn't get into this trunk. Despite its visibly worn appearance, the old trunk keeps its contents safe and secure. Who in the world's name got into my house? Oh, thank goodness they didn't touch Granny's spinning wheel. Fuck. Ooh, what the fuck? What? What was that thing? Was I dreaming or... What was I thinking leaving it here? Leaving it here. Tinderbox. I ought to light the fire now. Preserve your matches. Light your lantern using matches. Be careful not to waste them. Oh man, amnesia again. Really ought to go through all this junk sometime, I suppose. A small wooden trunk filled with various knickknacks. Endings. 10 of them. Will I like this game so much that I will do all endings? We shall see. Whoever broke into my home must be out there somewhere. How am I to sleep like this? Shuddering in the wind, the glass panes tremble in their wooden frames. So, if I don't use lantern, will something like that vine attack me, like hallucinations, and then I will lose my sanity? Good grief. What if it was that which the townsfolk have been going on about? No, keep it together, Elise. It was definitely a burglar. That said, I'm not going anywhere without my broom. I already have it. Find the burglar. How long has it been since I last used this thing, I wonder? Strange cobwebs and dust cling to the old ovens, wooden doors as thou sealing them. I still keep getting frustrated at myself for reading in a very weird way. I know that my pronunciation is not good. I am working at this, trying to keep getting better. I could go call for help, but no, not a chance. I will deal with this mess myself. Kieferberg's rooftops decorate the rolling hills far off in the distance. A witch? There you are, you shameless thief. Give me back all you took. Right now. Wait, please. Please forgive me. Nice. Explain yourself, you wretch. What were you doing in my house? Wait, please don't hit me. I was just hiding. There were this man and I won't ask you a second time, thief. Give me back everything you took right now. I didn't take anything. I was just scared. Please, I beg of you. Show me your hands. I didn't take anything, ma'am. Now show me your pockets and make it quick. I keep telling you, I didn't steal anything, ma'am. This is all I have, I swear. Let's see. A plant, couple of coins and a golden nugget, I think, and a little gem. Coins and weeds. What are you doing up here in the mountains? I am a traveler, ma'am. Turn around. You say you are a traveler. Are you all by yourself? Yes, I am traveling alone. I hoped I could rest for the night in this village, but I saw some people walking in the woods. It frightened me, so I ran to find some place to hide. Be that as it may, you're still... Oh, please forgive me, ma'am. I didn't mean to make such a mess. Would you stop calling me that? I'm sorry. For goodness sake. Alright, well, I might let you go if you can prove your innocence, that is. Let me check settings actually. I can't right now, or... Yeah, I can't check settings right now. I don't know what else I can do, ma'am. Well, you can start by cleaning up this mess. And then you can... Ma'am? Yes, that's it, a maid. Listen carefully now. First, you will be tidying up the mess you have made. In fact, you can clean my whole house from top to bottom. Then, that will teach you to not go storming into strangers' homes. Ma'am. Complaining already, are you? Wouldn't you agree this is the least you can do? Of course, I will gladly do it, ma'am. Good. And in exchange, I suppose you can stay here. But no more thieving. I'm not a thief, ma'am. I will be the judge of that, thank you very much. Anyhow, you work for me and I will give you a place to stay. Fair enough, wouldn't you say? It does sound fair, ma'am, and it is very kind of you, but I'm not a thief. Fine, you're not a thief. Now, would you stop calling me ma'am? Do I look like an old hack to you? You don't, I apologize. My name is Elise, and you had best remember it. Yes. I'm so sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. Rosenmarine, Selenic Wanderer. My name is Rosenmarine. How do you say this? Rosenmarine. Rosenmarine. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Alice. For goodness sake, just Alice is fine. Come now, you have a lot of work to do. Yes, of course. Okay, I wanted to check if I can get I guess there's no full voice acting. That's a shame. At least it will help me practice my English more, but that's a lot of work to do. How could you even do all this? Look at my floors. I'm so sorry. Even Granny's plates shattered to pieces. What are you, a wild boar? I'm surprised you didn't break my windows and tear down the walls. Alright, well... You know what you did. Anyhow, here, take this. Make certain you get into every nook and cranny, you hear? Yes, ma'am. While you are at it, you can sweep the chimney and clean out the fireplace too. Oh, and wipe that stain off my wall and wash all my windows. I want this place sparkling by the time I wake up tomorrow. Understood? Of course, ma'am. And I told you to quit calling me that. She apologizes a lot. Come now, let me show you to the well out the back. Oh, I can do it myself, Alice. Anything to make up for what I have done. Look here, lassie, I have no good reason to trust you. I didn't mean to. Every single corner of this house is to be absolutely spotless by sunrise. Dare to cross me even once, and I will be having a word with the townsfolk. Are we clear? Yes, Alice. I'm sorry, I'll do my best. Be careful not to wake me either. I have Sunday Mass to attend tomorrow. I will keep quiet. Good night, Alice. It's best I leave her be. I just gave her quite the earful. Is something the matter, Alice? No, it's nothing. Oops. In place of Elise, I wouldn't trust her like that. What if she can, you know, just stab you while you're sleeping? The back entrance and front entrance look so similar to each other. Golden Girl. We share the same fate, lass. What are you? You will understand in time, I'm certain. If you do follow this path, that is. Are you a ghost? You have a wish, don't you? A wish? Your deepest, dearest wish. If you truly want it, then you will have to accept his blessing. Take his hand. Huh? We will be awaiting you, lass. We? What are you? Until we meet again. Old Kerchief. The fuck? Stay sane. Keep Elise from feeling frightened with sanity healing items, or she might go mad. It is amnesia again, for fuck's sake. I played Amnesia, the first one, and I quit the game after you meet the invincible, not invisible water monster. I was scared shitless and I just quit. A stained grimy kerchief, hemmed with coarse frayed lace. It may sell for a low price. I expected this game to be more story driven, so the inventory management aspect I didn't expect to have. But I wonder why is she afraid of people? Maybe she is savage. Pretty painting, but I don't know what it means. Granny Holly used to love this thing, didn't she? I never truly understood why exactly. This thing's still not working, is it? I ought to have a word with Mr. Wilhelm sometime soon, I suppose. The croc's hands grate dutifully through time, struggling to turn with each passing second. So much for Saint Walpurga's protection. I ought to have thrown you out long ago, lassie. Palms join in prayer. Poems. The wooden statue of Saint Walpurga grants protection to the faithful. It's been a long time since I have gone into Granny Holly's room. Not that there's anything to see there anyhow. Now you've done it, Elise. There was hardly a need to be that harsh, but still. What if she's dangerous, or worse even, what if she's the witch the townsfolk have been talking about? Oh, what would Granny Holly do, I wonder? She didn't raise me to be like this. I even threatened to tell on her too. What's done is done, I suppose. I will make sense of it tomorrow. It's best I go to bed. This restored my... Oh no, it wasted my bread. It's morning already. I can't be late for Sunday Mass, or Father Hans will... Good grief, what was I thinking? He's probably taken everything I own by now. Manage stamina. You will lose one breath for each time period that passes by. That's 6 bread a day. Wait. Okay. Manage your normal food and key items through the item menu. You can consume something and use hand items through the item menu as well. Collected fireflies 1. Or maybe not. Doesn't seem like she took or broke anything. But... Hey! Rosmarine. Was that her name? I can't believe she tied it up and left just like that. I didn't even give her anything to eat last night, the poor thing. Now, where could she have gotten to? Find Rosmarine. Still can't bring myself to give this thing away, can I? Would you like to revisit the game's tutorials? I best go look for her before I leave for Sunday Mass. Ooh, what the hell was that? Rosmarine. There you are, you. Honestly, what are you doing here? I'm sorry. I was intending to leave first thing in the morning, but I was afraid I had get lost in the dark. Never mind, come with me now. Are you taking me to the village? Who do you take me for, some wretch? Forget what I said last night. Not exactly my finest moment. I didn't mean to be such a brute, truth be told. I'm sorry for what I did too. I got it. All of that's dead and buried. Now come, I'm running late for Sunday Mass. Yes. Wait for me, Elise. Bring Rosmarine home. Loki. Fluffy companion, Flocky. Okay. I'm so relieved to see you. Where have you been? You know this goat? Yes, of course. We met on the way to Kieferberg. We have been together since. Yes, we were. We were. Ah, he's the cuddliest little thing, isn't he? The cuddliest little thing, you say. Anyhow, I ought to get going. Wouldn't want to be late for Sunday Mass. Yes. I'll be back in a moment. Okay. I have to say, you did a decent job tidying up. You did pretty much everything I asked you to. I'm so glad. I wanted to assure you, I meant no harm, Alice. It kept me up for hours last night thinking you had... I get it already, no need to tell me. Here, have some bread, you must be hungry. Ah, yes. Thank you, Liz. You really are too kind. Good grief. You do remember I hit you with a broom, right? Called you a thief, made you do my bidding and whatnot. Most folks would have tossed me right out the moment they found me, but you didn't. I suppose I didn't. Anyhow, I'm heading out. Don't wander about and don't make a mess. I won't, Alice. Pursue your love interest. Talk to your favorite girl when you see a heart above her head to schedule a romantic date for later. Okay. I haven't played that much of dating simulators. I played Katawa Shoujo. Also there was a visual novel named Devil on the G-String, I think. Also I played Steins Gate, but I wouldn't really count it as dating simulator, even so you can get your favorite girl, I guess, and pick her route. What else? Did I play anything else? I haven't played the Doki Doki Literature Club yet. Let me think. I guess that's it. Okay, so why I am bringing this up? I am very picky with, let's say, a waifu. If I pick one girl, I pursue her and try to get best ending with her and don't really care about others. In Katawa Shoujo I did Hanako first. Hanako. She was my favorite. And then I did Lily route. And it was alright. And then I did Rin's route. And she's my second favorite, I guess. But that route was so trippy. I need to replay Katawa Shoujo at some point. I played it when it was still fresh, like, and I was very young back then, so I wasn't mature enough for its plot, I think. So right now I should save, and I think I need to see other girl first. I assume that these two logs are Rosenmarine and someone else, and I don't know who I will like more, and I don't wanna be a player and try to make a harem, so yeah, I will save and I'm not gonna date her. for now. For now, I am suspicious of her. She seems nice now, but she may be a witch after all. I will get an earful from Hazard Hans if I don't hurry up. Map menu unlocked. Okay. A creek that flows down and between Kieferberg's mountain peaks. The crossroads connecting Elise's house to the village, Bremeldorf and the woods. Village entrance where you can find Lebkuchen's home and bakery. Village square. I need to go here. The east side of town where you can find Kieferberg's only inn. The town's water well, complete with a washing well and breathtaking view. Kieferberg's stables and community garden. The town's new windmill, built atop Kieferberg's priciest mountain. The narrow alleyway where Freya and Gustav live. Okay. Or maybe I should have dated her. Maybe in another save. I'm usually not a fan of first girls that you see in the story. Oh, so this button is not only sprint but also fast forward. So that's why I was scared last time. It's so depressing having to walk past this place every day. Smothered in overgrowth, the abandoned home's every nook and cranny is bursting with crumbs of moss. Gretel, there you are, Elise. Come here, why don't you? I guess names are, German, so I need to pronounce in more German way. Is it Gretel or Gretel? I think Gretel sounds correct. Hansel and Gretel. Okay. On your way to Mass, I see. Anything to keep Father Hans off my back. I have some fresh buns. They will cheer you right up. Why don't you take a look? What can I do for you today, dearie? I'm buying, I'm selling. Okay, you will buy this kerchief for 10 something. Then I'm gonna buy oh, okay. I do need matches. I'm trying to understand. It costs 1 gold. Let's buy 5. A soft, supple loaf of bread from Lebkuchen's bakery. Pretzel. A neatly braided soft pretzel. Elise's favorite item from Lebkuchen's bakery. It's very expensive. Okay, sure. 1. Anything else? Some pretzels maybe? You're out to eat more, Elise. Eat up. Lebkuchen's got a little something for you, dearie. Thank you, Granny Gretel. You didn't have to. Oh, but I must certainly do. Out to get some meat on those bones. How do you say this? Oughtn't we? You're not coming to mass today either. My poor legs can no longer carry me, my dear. Lebkuchen takes care of you, I suppose. You bet. Hurry now, you don't want to be late. I can't pet the cat. Oh, she threw away one pretzel here. Secrets! I don't need to search for every nook, every corner. Remember when Granny Gretel used to come visit every day? I should be careful not to let her spoil me too much. Mrs. Lisbeth's apple trees seem to be doing well this year. Filled to the to the brim with apples, the barrel stands unyielding despite the visible gaps between its pranks. Ah, I didn't mean to go here. Shit. Okay. Might be best to seal our windows and doors out Wilhelm just in case. Ah, there she is, alive and kicking. Made it home alright last evening, I see. I did indeed. Mr. Bernhardt. More importantly, what happened here? That dreaded windstorm, that's what happened. I suppose you didn't have it as bad up in the mountains. I certainly didn't, by the looks of it. It was a sight you wouldn't believe, lass. Branches and leaves piled up high against oaks doors, entire tree trunks, some of them. Surely that's a bit of an exaggeration. The alleys took a beating, that's for certain. Some say they heard the wind knocking at their doors. Old Jochin says it might have been the witch herself, but... here we go again. You can never be too certain, lass. Anyhow, I will be heading inside now, folks. Let us hope for a better night's sleep this evening. May the Lord hear you, Wilhelm. Knocking on folks' doors, huh? A proper witch would have better things to do, I'd say. Story events. All story events are marked with the book icon. Icon? Icon. Icon or icon? Icon, I think. If marked by the clock icon, they will skip one time period. Everything's alright, Mrs. Linda. Oh, Alice. Would you take a look at my poor flowers? That windstorm nearly uprooted all of them from their pots. Was it really that big of a storm? It was only a little windy up at the peaks. Why, you have seen all these branches scattered about town. I heard Brunhilde's roof nearly came off. Oh, it was so frightening. I suppose. We ought to give our thanks to Saint Walpurga today, Alice. Pray our mourning away yet again, I understand. Don't be silly now, it could have been much worse had it not been for her. Make certain you ask for her protection too. Protection, Mrs. Linda. Living all alone up in that mountain can't be good for you, Alice. I will be praying for your sake too, rest assured. Thank you, Mrs. Linda. What a mess. I won't be going through here anytime soon, I suppose. Reb Kochen and I used to play about in the water all the time, didn't we? So we are little too old for that now, I suppose. Forevermore decorated with blooming flowers. Kieferberg's crest rests atop the square mountain in its ancient glory. Good seeing you, Alice. Oh, it must have been even worse up in the mountains. It wasn't that bad, believe it or not. Ah, that's such a relief. I'm afraid we weren't as lucky, sadly. I do hope nobody was hurt. We can thank both the Lord and Saint Walpurga nobody was. But many of the townsfolk got their windows shattered and their roof tiles blown off. What about you, Mr. Heinrich? It was awful. Our window shutters were ripped right off their hinges. It will take all day to tidy up and fix everything. That's alright, dearest. The sooner we get to it, the sooner it will be done. I can lend a hand if you'd like me to, Mrs. Ariane. Oh, that's alright, Alice. Come now, you two. We had best get inside. Mr. Wilhelm's been keeping himself busy, it seems. Covered in dents and scratches, the anvil's smooth surface glistens in the sunlight. I suppose folks had it rough last night, huh? Goodness, Elise, you look dreadful. Good morning to you too, Mrs. Bertha. Or Berta. Berta, I think. I wasn't certain you had come today, Elise. Why wouldn't I, Mrs. Odili? My Elise, you do look quite tired. Couldn't catch a wink, I wager. Frightening, wasn't it? Oh, it must have been dreadful up in the mountains. Not at all. It seems you folks had it worse than I did. My, no, that's hard to believe. That was no ordinary windstorm, I tell you. Oh, so oddly. Oh, I have about had it with this nonsense. She's saying it came from the woodland, that's what. Oh, oddly, it's no use entertaining such notions, my dear. You will see, merrily. All I can see is we are running late for mass. Goodness, what has Kieferberg come to? After you, Elise. The woodland, huh? Good morning, Elise. Freya, evergreen sweetheart. I feel like she's not a sweetheart, actually. How are you always so cheery, Freya? You took so long, I thought you weren't coming. I overslept a little, I suppose. Didn't get that much sleep last night. Ah, me neither. And all because of that windstorm. Not even my little sprig could help me. Your sprig? I keep a tiny sprig of lavender under my pillow, you see. Sniffing it helps me sleep better, and it leaves such a lovely... Shh! Keep quiet, you two. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Wilhelm. We had best focus now, Alice. You're the one wittering on, Freya. Who is this? May the blessing of the Lord, the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit be with us. May the hallowed Saint Walpurga take heed of our prayers. Amen. This Saturday, we will once again be celebrating our patroness, Saint Walpurga. Wasn't it Sunday actually? As you all know, preparations for the festivities are already underway. Let us all contribute to the best of our abilities, brethren. That said, I am aware of what transpired last night. Several of our neighbors were severely affected by the windstorm. I urge everyone to lend a hand in clearing out the alleyways. Let us all have compassion for one another in these trying times. Let us trust Saint Walpurga to guide our people and keep Kieferberg out of harm's way. May the Lord be with you, brethren. Amen. Yeah, it is Sunday. Lebkuchen. Oh, wait. In her sprite she kinda looks like a blonde, but in uh, how do you call this? Let's say 3D model. She doesn't look that blonde for me. It is a blonde, but a dark blonde. I don't know how to call this. In Russian, we call this type of hair Rusy. The Rusy color. In English, though, I don't know. Took you you had to get out of bed this morning, I wager. Lebkuchen, sugary devotee. Ugh. I'm not into holy sisters. Very funny, Lebkuchen. Jokes aside, Elise. Don't I keep telling you take your apron off for Sunday Mass? I'm certain the Lord couldn't care less, so why should you? You are rallying me up on purpose again, Lep. Can you tell? For goodness sake. I'd best get to work now, before it gets late. Don't forget to come about later, Elise. I won't. Unlocked relationship menu. Oh, it's not free characters, it's just items. Okay. So you need 6 hearts. Frozen Marine, Freya, Lebkuchen. So are these girls everyone who I can get? So there's no more options, I guess. So maybe I need to choose on whom I should focus first, right now. From first impressions, who do I like more? Rosenmarine for now is suspicious because maybe she summoned that windstorm while we were sleeping. Lebkuchen is a faithful servant, and I'm usually not into this kind of people. Freya seems like a Genki type. They are always cheerful and bright, dazzling, and usually something bad happens to them. Rosenmarine for now seems like a best choice for me. But maybe I should try not romancing anyone for the first playthrough. Because for now I don't like anyone. Well, the game just started, so it makes sense. Check the relationships menu to track your suspicion levels at any time. Open the locket to check on your romantic relationships with Rosenmarine, Freya, and Lebkuchen. What suspicion means? Suspicion on who is which? We best send word to Primaldorf before. Alice, didn't you use her? Send word to Primaldorf, Mr. Gustav. We are having folks from Primaldorf lend a hand with the festival this year, Alice. I heard the windstorm wasn't as bad up in the mountains, lass. Freya was fretting over you like you wouldn't believe. She was? You ought to thank the Lord for your good fortune, Alice. Certainly, father. Hard at work even on a Sunday, are you? When aren't I? When aren't I, father? Sundays are meant for rest, Alice. You let us know if you ever need a hand, you hear? Of course, Mr. Gustav, thank you. Having Primaldorf lend a hand can only mean Kieferberg isn't doing so well. Not much of a surprise there, truth be told. No wonder Father Hans is such a miserable wretch. I would be too if I had to read this gibberish all day. Father Hans' holy scripture rests upon the altar, each page scrolled with annotations. This must be Lebkuchen's Bible. Let's see. No, I can't do it. It's so tedious. I can't get past the first sentence. A copy of the Holy Scripture rests upon the altar behind a thin layer of dust. I have never seen water coming out of here. I wonder if they have ever been used for anything. Polished completely smooth, the pearly stone basin sits untouched. Mysterious note. There's something written on here. Hallowed Walpurga, sanctified by be thy name. May thy will be everlasting, and thy grace all embracing. Quenched thou shalt be on this Sabbath of the full moon. May this prayer find its restful place in thy life, bearing growth. A prayer. There's something else at the bottom. Kieferberg's offering lies in the crossroads, beyond the maypole. May thy thirst be quenched, thy blessings received. In the crossroads. I wonder who dropped this. Crossroads. I need to sneeze. Alright, I'm back. I stopped lighting candles ever since Granny Holly passed. Not that they ever did anything anyhow. Kept burning in the wake of a prayer. Each candle's flame flickers in serene devotion. This place always brings back such good memories. The fragrant mountain breeze frolics about the rolling hills, spreading its spring cheer all across Kieferberg. Thank goodness that's over. What a bore. To think I will have to work all day until the evening. Time periods. Each day has 6 time periods, but only 3 are working periods. All goals marked with the clock icon will skip one time period. I'm thinking if I talk with the girl while this icon pops up, is automatically a date, or just I can talk and then reject them. Let's save and then check this. Okay. Elise, I was waiting for you. Waiting for me? I almost forgot to give you this. Ointment. You mentioned your hands were feeling dry, right? Oh, you didn't have to, Freya. I use it right before bed every night. It does wonders for the skin. I put a little lavender in there too. Wait, you made this yourself? Of course I did, silly. That's Papa's favorite. His hands are always dry, you see. You do have a knack for this sort of thing, don't you? So I am told, I suppose. Anyhow, I'd best move along before it gets late. Say, Alice, I was wondering. I'm going to pick some flowers this afternoon up in the mountains. Flowers. I thought maybe you might care to join me if you'd like. Alright, I will be there, Freya. That's wonderful. Have a nice day, Alice. Shit, that's automatically a date. That's not what I wanted. What's gotten into her? All romantic dates are marked with the heart icon. Each date will skip one time period. Yep, I need to load. For this save, I want to romance nobody and see what happens. I assume it will be a bad ending. We can't all leave Kieferberg over this nonsense. Leaving? Who's leaving? Oh, Alice. Is that which folks keep whittling on about. That windstorm couldn't have been a mere coincidence. Oh, Johannes. Calm down, Brunhilde. Think of your baby. Now, I'm not one to believe such things, but I thought you weren't buying into this nonsense, Mrs. Berta. Why? Who are you to say it's nonsense, Liz? Okay, do I believe in witch or not? I wanna be skeptical for now. Do you truly think there's a witch out there? Oh, we wouldn't know, Elise. You seem to be a little too certain about it, young lady. Because it's utterly ridiculous. We ought to be careful when discussing such things. Truly, Dorothea, you never know who could be listening. What are you? Oh, please don't say such things, Mrs. Berta. Come now, let's change the subject, shall we? Suspicion up. What? Suspicion of me? I can't believe that old hack. She will be spreading that nonsense about town all day. You have seen what it did to the Alice, Mary Lee. Oh dear Lee, what are we to do with you? Is everything alright, Mrs. Mary Lee? Audley here is making too much of that windstorm, is all. You will see, Mary Lee. See what, Mrs. Audley? Old Johan's right, lass. That windstorm came from the woodland. It's that wretched witch. For goodness sake. You'd best keep such thoughts to yourself, Audley. The townsfolk are already frightened. You wouldn't want to make it worse. Why, I'm simply trying to alert folks to the... You ought to watch your words, dearie. That's what happens when you try Mrs. Merrill's patience, I suppose. Mrs. Audley's losing her wits, that's what. If she keeps spreading this nonsense about town. I can't be bothered to lend a hand in the alleys, Elise. Folks can look after their own homes, I'd say. Sparing yourself on a Sunday, I see. As a matter of fact, I happen to work every Sunday, Mrs. Lorelei. Alright, whatever you say, lassie. Say, have you seen my niece by chance? Molly? I will take it you haven't, then. No, I don't think I have, Mrs. Lorelei. She's been up to no good lately, you see. Running about begging for food, skipping class. Who knows what else? I see. Nothing a good whipping can fix anyhow. Shit. I wouldn't be so certain. I think your niece... Wait, she said niece. You whipping your niece? Did she lose her parents so you adopted her and treat her in shitty way? Nice. Love to see this. No wonder Miffy avoids her auntie like the plague. Yep. Okay, Lorelei is a bitch. Time for work. All available tasks are marked with the broom icon. The better you do, the better your reward. Okay, let's help her. Ariane. Oh, I'm so glad you dropped by, Alice. Won't you lend me a hand? I have my hands full tidying up after that windstorm, you see. I can lend you a hand with that, Mrs. Ariane. I was hoping you could fetch me some eggs from the coop. Leave it to me, Mrs. Ariane. Careful with the hands now, you hear? I dare say they are still riled up after last night. Out of my way, you feathered right. Is this a minigame? Chicken Frenzy. What? Ah, okay, I see. Fuck. I should have used D-pad. The analog stick is not good for this. Okay, that was better. Nah. You win! Oh ho ho ho, she had the Ojo pose. Oh, I could have done with a few more, but this will do. You are complaining, really? How many eggs do you need? Yeah. They are Henry's favorite, Elise. He can never have enough. Here you go for all your hard work. Thank you, Mrs. Ariane. Oh, I'm kinda tired today. I think I will end the episode after I'm done with this day. I will save and quit and continue tomorrow, maybe. Meow. I wanna pet the cat. Good cat. So I think I did two. No, one story event and one work. So I have maybe 4 actions left, I think. And I do need to eat something. I should have bought more bread. Oh, it's wonderful seeing the laddies making merry, isn't it? Not laddies, maybe ladies. It reminds me of my time with Gretel and your grandmother, Elise. You three used to be very close, I remember. Oh, we got up to some mischief, that's for certain. That's hard to imagine, if I'm honest. Seeing those ladies running about gives me hope, Elise. You, Freya and Lebkuchen too, all good girls. I can't say I won't leave town eventually, Mrs. Mechtilde. Kieferberg is our home, Elise. I would say that alone is worth our while. I suppose. I don't want to disappoint her, but Kieferberg will never be worth my while, or anyone else's for that matter. I like Elise. She's not a misanthrope, but she doesn't really like to socialize, and this is my mood. I relate to her. More good than bad coming our way, God willing. We best keep a positive outlook, Ludwig. The festival a week away. Are you still talking about the windstorm? Even the lass has had enough of that, you see. Old Johan's right, Henrich. It was more than a mere windstorm. Oh, for goodness sake. I think I speak for all of Kieferberg when I say it's better to be safe than sorry. That's all. Spreading this nonsense about town is doing more harm than good. Mr. Ludwig. I have to agree. Old Odilis losing her wits. Father Hans can have a word with her later. As for us, we have to act before it's too late, or we will never hear the end of it. Before it's too late, he says. I've been had it with this. I have about had it with this foolery. Oh, Alice. Alice, perfect timing. What's the matter, Mrs. Merrily? Poor Odilis losing her wits, you see. It's rather superstitious after all. I suppose it could be bad, considering her age. Truly. She's been coming in and out of the alleys, too. I suppose she's fretting over the damage, but... Are you done with cleanup, Mrs. Ariane? It's taking a while, but it's coming along. Odile won't last a week carrying on like this. Without our support, I am afraid she will... Mrs. Merrill's making too much of it, I'm certain. It's not like Mrs. Odile is going to die from fright. Foreshadowing? Alice, I'm busy, shoo. You are so boring, Alice. No wonder you are always in such bad mood. Oh, I will tell you who's always in a bad mood, you little. Please, Alice, come play with us. She won't, she's a coward. Coward. Oh, I will show you the coward. Give me that. How did you do that, Alice? Oh, she's good. You did it from so far away, Alice. You're making too much of it, you brats. Your arms are longer, that's fine. Cheater! You're a cheater. Why you... Alice, are you busy today, I wonder? Do you need anything, Mrs. Linda? I was hoping you could collect some eggs for me if you have time. I've been lending a hand in the alleys, you see. Oh, thank you, Alice. Careful not to get back to you here. Fuck. No, I meant to turn. Fuck. Yes. Oh, oh my. Those chickens were a little too into it, I suppose. This is all I have on me at the moment, but you have truly outdone yourself, haven't you? I suppose. It's evening already. That's not good. Damn, it's dark. Still running about town, I see. As I do, Mr. Gustav. Waste me down seeing you that hard at work on a Sunday. Why don't you come for dinner one of these days? Oh, I wouldn't want to impose. Freya would be jumping for joy, you know that. I'm grateful for the invitation, truly, but I have some soup spoiling sometime tomorrow, you see. Freya talks about you day and night. I can see you are close friends. That's... Whatever the reason, Elise, you are always welcome in our home, you hear? Thank you so much, Mr. Gustav. It's only a matter of time until Freya brings you around, you see. My Elise, you don't mean to tell me you are still working? I don't have much of a choice, Mrs. Brunhilde. Why, that can't be good for you. You are too yielding, Brunhilde. Oh, I can't help it with a baby on the way. Those are some enviable worries, Brunhilde. Enviable, Mrs. Ariane? No, it's nothing worth mentioning. Moving back to Primaldorf may very well be our only option, sadly. It's only a matter of time, Brunhilde. Kieferberg no longer has much to offer. I left Primaldorf behind for my husband, but you won't be staying for long either, will you, Elise? Elise is too self-driven for Kieferberg, always has been. I suppose. Too self-driven, huh? It's not as though... it's not as though that's enough to leave town, though, is it? I have trouble reading the Z, not V. How do you say this? T and H together is my nemesis. I have so much trouble with pronouncing it. Za, va, as though, as vo. I think that's how you say it. Vo. What are you doing, ape fool? Shush, look! Vilma's losing her wits. Losing her wits? It worked, we did it, Elise. What worked, ape fool? Jacob and I hid a bunch of those branches in her shed. That's your prank? Why don't you come up with a better idea then? I'm not the one who wanted to prank Vilma to begin with. You were just as giddy about it as we were, you liar. Was not. Where to? I will tell Mrs. Vilma you pranked her. I will tell Vilma you pranked her if you do. Why you? Oh, god damn! Sorry, sorry for my reaction, but holy! I didn't expect in this art style to see someone so yeah, right, so voluptuous. How can I help you, darling? Can we date her instead? I guess not, that's a shame. Bandages. Ointment gives 2 health, that's good. This is sanity, I think. I do need this. For now, 1. Whoa, 50 sanity. Are you sure that's all, sweetheart? I can't talk with her anymore, that's a shame. I will be here if you need me, darling. I wanted to hear her voice. I'm sure she sounds very mature. It was absolutely horrifying. What happened, Mrs. Vilma? Those dreadful branches inside my shed. I heard nothing of the branches reaching the inn. They didn't last. It's a mystery as to someone or something left I wouldn't even know what to call it. Someone just played a prank on you, I'm certain. Why would someone do such a thing? I should say that's the most rational outlet, but truly we wouldn't want to make too much of it. Your lot won't take any of this seriously. There was a bucket of water outside my front door too. I see. Maybe best if you took a nap, Vilma. Suspicion down. That's good. Take that, you old hack. Damn. Is she a bitch too, so Elisa and kids don't like her. Her name is Vilma, and then there's Ilma, and then that shop lady in shop was called Velma, I think. Elma's home is rather foxy, isn't it? This red wall of hers is such a nuisance, so... Let's go investigate the mysterious note. Did we talk? I don't remember. I thought you'd be holed up in church all day, Lep. I'm waiting for Mrs. O'Dealy. She asked me to pray the rosary with her outside. Says she needs blessings after lending a hand in the alleys. Lending a hand? What she's doing out there? Wittering on about the witch? So I'm told, yes. You put up with too much of this nonsense, Les Lep. You know my answer to that, Elise. It's my duty to play make-believe with Mrs. O'Dealy all day. You wouldn't understand. Elise, you will have me fretting over you at this rate, you know? Aren't you already? No more than you fret over me unnecessarily, I'll add. Speaking of Mrs. O'Dealy, she's rather late. I can keep you company until she comes about, Lep, my good deed for today. I have a better idea for your good deed of the day, Alice. Moving along to work and stop wasting time. Go on now, I will be seeing you later. Lep, Kuchen's too devoted to these folks. I can agree with that. Has Mr. Wilhelm shut himself in again? We told him we'd be coming by, but chances are he's up to no good again, the old donkey. He will be meeting his maker sooner rather than later at this rate. If only you did even half of what he does at his age. You're one to talk, you. Isn't he one to nap on Sundays? We have been knocking, but he's deaf as a lock. He'd best come back later, lads. Carrying all that wood out of the alleys without his cart is a little... The hell with it, Finn. We can get Gustav to lend us a hand. Eugene too, if he's still about town. Mr. Wilhelm's far from deaf, he's just ignoring them, I will wager. Your youth won't last working on a Sunday, my dear. Mine didn't, that's for certain. It shows, I'd say. Would you believe we're still not done with the alleys? My, that certainly is taking a long time. I'm surprised you haven't lent a hand today, Elise. It's a Sunday, Mrs. Bertha. We all have time on our hands. Ah, is that so? Why don't you come and tidy up my kitchen then? I could certainly use the time. Come now, it's not as though the lass hasn't been working all day. Doing what? Collecting eggs. Doing whatever it is folks need, Mrs. Bertha, as always. You two will never see eye to eye, will you? I think I'd rather throw myself off a cliff. Damn. I do hope she does catch on fire at this point, that's for certain. Looking after the flowers, are you? Ah, Liz, Mama asked me to look after the hearth up for a bit. Instead, you are out here playing with Lila, huh? It's so boring. I will give it a glance at it once in a while. I wonder what Mrs. Linda would have to say about that, Jacob. Ah, but you wouldn't tell her, would you? Not if you promise to keep a proper eye on it, I won't. I promise, Alice. You have been spending too much time with Eiffel, you know. We came up with another idea to prank Wilma. Eiffel's over there planning it out right now. Might pay him a little visit then. Pranking Wilma. I'm liking this idea. Or maybe I can check Crossroads later. Yeah, maybe I can. Oh, you are such a blessing, Elise. What a way to tell me you need a hand, Mrs. Marlin. Ah, but I truly do mean it, lass. Today has been such a mess. Won't you be a dear and fetch me some apples? I'll be a dear and fetch you some apples, I suppose. Ah, there's no need to sulk, Elise. How many apples do these folks need anyhow? Ah, it's not apples. Holy shit! Why someone is throwing animals? Alright. Ma, you didn't have to bring me the entire orc heart. I merely did what I was told, Mrs. Marlin. Here you go, Elise. Very well done. Thank you, Mrs. Marlin. Why, I don't know what to do with all this. Nighttime. I need to buy food. My Elise feels bad and exhausted. Oh, I'm finally done with work for today. I best head over to Mrs. Gretel's to see Lebkuchen. Meet Lebkuchen at the bakery. So I guess I can investigate the notes later in next day. Have dinner with Rosenmarin. Don't forget to meet Lebkuchen at the bakery. Looking to get another lecture from Bernhard, Elise. You lads out to spare her the earful, Heinrich. Finally, a voice of reason. Don't lump me in with Ludwig and Bernhard, Eugen. Elise is more than capable of looking after herself, the way I see it. I most certainly am, Mr. Heinrich. These old folks, however, you better keep an eye on them. Do you mean Mrs. Audley and old Jochen? They have been spreading utter nonsense, I have heard. Old Jochen's going to become a problem sooner rather than later, I wager. Why do you say that, Mr. Eugene? We will see, lass. I wouldn't want to be talking behind the old lad's back, but I suspect this windstorm nonsense will take its toll on us. Seems to me we will be hearing about this woodland nonsense all week. My Alice, why are you still wandering about town? Is everything alright, Mrs. Audley? It clearly isn't, is it? What if that windstorm picks up again this evening? There's only so much an old woman can do against. The wind? Against the woodland, Alice. I hardly see a reason for all this fretting, if I'm honest. Oh, I'm well aware what are you trying to say, lass. This windstorm is no odd occurrence, I will have you know. Oh, this is getting on my nerves. You don't mean to say it was the... Oh, please, don't mention it. For goodness sake. I didn't even say the word and she's already losing her wits, huh? Oh, I can't find it. What can't you find, Grune? Ah, hadn't seen you there, my dear. The bear Mrs. Merrily gave me. That's what you get for being such a klutz, Grune. Hey, fool. Mrs. Merrily said she made it for me. It even had a ribbon on it. It may be best to head inside for now, my darling. It's no use looking for it in the dark, that's for certain. You're a klutz, you're a klutz. That's not funny, fool. You have your hands full, don't you, Mrs. Lisbeth? Like you wouldn't know. I don't know how she does it. These are for her goats, I'd wager. Resting atop one another, many blemished, discolored and wrinkled apples await their turn in the stable. Yeah, I do feel the toll on my voice. I haven't recorded playthroughs for a month and yeah, I am out of breath already. Ah, good. I can buy some things in evening too. Let's buy 6. Let's eat. Being hungry is bad because I can't see good. There you are, Lebkuchen. You are a little too happy to see me, aren't you? Ah, I thought today would never end, that's all. You do look tired, Elise. These folks will be the death of me, that's what. Fretting over this witch nonsense day and night. You know they are rather superstitious, Elise. Ah, you are buying into it now too. What's next? We all sleep in the church together like chickens in a coop. Elise. It's all nonsense, Lep. Everyone's losing their wits. Here's your bread, Elise. Did you make too much today or something? I felt you could use a little more than usual tonight. You need to look after yourself, Elise. Reb Cochins always had a talent to figure things out, but... Is this her intuition again or... Move along, Elise, before it gets late. I'll see you tomorrow, Lep. Reb Cochins' second sight, it makes me wonder at times. Yeah, let's go home before something bad happens. I didn't use my lantern. It lit up on her own. On his own. Is Rosemary fine by herself? Ah, welcome back. I brought some bread. Let's settle down and eat. Wait! So, Lebkuchen... She already knows that I have a guest at my home. That's why she gave me extra bread. Would you like me to start making dinner for us from tomorrow, Elise? That's not a bad idea in itself, but... How am I to know you won't make a mess of it? Last thing I want is to spend my evenings in the outhouse. I will have you know I am a proper cook, Elise. Never once did my sweet granny disapprove of anything I prepared. Though I suppose it can't do much harm. On that note, Rosemary, you are to sleep up in the attic from now on. Can't have you hanging around the granary and bringing all the dust and cobwebs inside. I can clean it out for you, Elise, it's really no trouble. I have had my fill of running about looking for you day and night. Elise, I wouldn't want to be a bother. And I wouldn't want you nesting with the mice and the geckos. You are sleeping in the attic, and that's final, you hear? I'm letting you sleep inside where it's perfectly warm and... Did you hear that, Rosemary? Hear what? I'm taking the broom. You stay here just in case. I would prefer to go together. I'm taking that advice to save often seriously. What the fuck? It's you. There's a tree that has eyes, I think. Please spare me, Elise. What in the Lord's name are you doing here, Miffy? I was out on a stroll, I swear. I swear on my auntie's name. And you just so happened to hide behind my house, I see. Who doesn't? You sneak about folks' homes every now and then too, don't you? What are you doing here, Mandy? Tell me right now, or I will scrub your mouth with soap this very minute. It's getting quite late, isn't it, Elise? I'd best out with it. I saw her. That girl you are housing, Elise. You saw nothing, Molly. She's not from around here, even I can tell. You were having supper together and everything, Elise. You keep your mouth shut, Mabby, or I will... Why don't you share some of that bread you've got, Elise? I might keep quiet if you do. Oh, I could have guessed that's what you wanted. Really? Oh, maybe if I reject this offer, she will keep saying about Rosmarin in town, and that will raise this suspicion. So, okay. If I hear as much as a word about this Molly. Jolly Alice, why don't you bring me a pretzel tomorrow? You will keep blackmailing me. You little... Mouth shut or I will throw you in the well. Pretzel is a expensive item. And don't come back or else. For goodness sake, this is the last thing I needed. Is she gone? This could be bad, Rosmarin. Oh, Alice, I genuinely didn't see her. I would have told you if I had. Don't you start fretting now, too. Do you think she will tell anyone? If she does, we could be in trouble. I know, Rosmarin. It's Rosenmarin. Oh, shush, I'm heading back inside. Ah, yes. Maffey's spying on you. Fulfill her daily request for food items to keep her from snitching and raising suspicion. Really? Avoid suspicion. Mind what you say and do your best to avoid raising suspicion toward Elise or bear the consequences. If I get maximum suspicion, will they burn me like a witch? Elise, I'm heading off to bed, Rosmarin. I can spend the night in the granary if you would like. No, I meant what I said. You are sleeping in the attic. I will meet you upstairs. Ah, alright. Wind is dangerous. I ought to be careful. You know, Rosenmarin, she looks the cutest from 3 girls that I have for now. But I'm still suspicious about you. You left that goat in the granary, I'm hoping. Of course. I left the door ajar so he can go out and about if he wants. What makes you think he will stay put? Why, the bet I made him, of course. You're out to see it, Elise. I'm not going out of my way to see a goat's hay bait. Rosmarin, up you go. You need to make your bed too. You will make do, I am certain. Ah, it's perfect. I will get you a blanket too. I can't have you sleeping on hay. Why not? You're not a goat, Rosmarin. I could be a thief, yet you are trusting me with a blanket. I don't see what's so funny. You truly are kind, Elise. I can see that clearly now. Oh, shush. I'll be glad to take that blanket, Elise. I'll get you some matches too, and a candle. Thank you, Elise. It's bedtime now, I need some rest. Good night, Rosmarin. Good night, Elise. For goodness sake, what am I getting myself into? First I agreed to house Rosemary. Now Memphis caught wind of it too. I best make sense of this all by tomorrow. If only I could leave this town. Go somewhere far, far away from here. A place where I never have to fret about money or going hungry. Like a castle or a palace somewhere. Where I can live the life I deserve. Maybe Elise is the witch. Weird. What the fuck? I was thinking about Elise being a witch because Holly gave her that brooch. The brooch? Brooch. So maybe it has some mystical powers. I can't save her yet, right? Shit. I need to play until I get the save point and then I will finish for today. Where am I? Is this a dream? Hello? It's so bright I can hardly see. A blindingly warm light pierces the window's glass panes, cradling the room in a welcoming glow. Rebirth. That's what I wished for, long, long ago. I wanted to be reborn. Somewhere safe, somewhere far, far away. I went through all of their trials, gathered all of his gifts, and indeed I was reborn. My wish was granted, yet to think I would end up like this. Wait, what was that? Did that raise my suspicion? No. It affected my sanity. I feel like I am in a princess' bedroom. If only I could live here, just like I have always dreamed. Be careful. There are all sorts of dangers lurking in the shadows. Use healing items to persevere and survive. Oops, I missed that dialogue. I wanted to go to inventory. I'm locked in here, I suppose. Can't say I mind it much if I'm honest. Doesn't seem like this is what I should be using here. This is marble, I suppose. Topped with a shiny slab of marble, the round table stands immaculate. Oh, and I bet there's something nice inside too. Let's see. Oh goodness, so many dresses. Another key, I wonder what's it for. Okay, I need to pause and then I will be back. Such a long corridor. It truly feels as though I am inside a palace. Maybe I am in that castle that was in the background. A blindingly warm light pierces the window's glass panes. Ah, I already read this one. Such a strange statue. The marble statue of a serpent wearing a golden crown. Its nameplate reads Aziel, I think. The marble statue of a crow wearing a golden crown. Its nameplate reads Vrim. I don't know. Fuck. Can I save here? Maybe I should keep going until morning. Because this is interesting. I need to end my video on interesting note. I have a bad feeling about this. What in the Lord's name is this place? What are those things? Feeling lost? Don't forget to turn on your lantern and keep an eye out. Okay, let's see. Fuck. So, candles are bad. Or 4K house. That means there are 4 keys, I wager. Keys. These are all in a different language. I can't make sense of any of these titles. That's me. It's jammed. I could try to pry it open, but... What's this? The key to one's dream is found within oneself. As for yours, it's in this very room, the core of your innermost desire. It's not knowledge you seek, but gold-bathed glory. Phantasm key. It's a key. This is what will get me out of here, I'm certain. The key to the depths of one's desire. Shit. Wow. It's gone. The door is completely gone. There's something on the back of this shelf. I have to reach out my arm to get it, but this is... It's a key. I need one more. It's no wonder they are revolted, being left in such an awful room. A bunch of purple flowers sag lazily over their vase. Where the last key will be. Nice. I guess I didn't see this just because I didn't have my lantern on. It worked. Where am I? I must be dreaming. I don't think you should follow it. Hurry now, hurry now. We are late for his banquet. What are you? Hurry, hurry. Is it hurry or hurry? Hurry, hurry, hurry. Hurry now. I am in a hurry. Whoa. There was a golden spirit. She looked like a golden ghost of that girl that I saw before. But maybe it wasn't her. A dream. That left me feeling a little queasy. Are you there? She's most likely still asleep anyway. No point in waking her this early, I suppose. Okay, let's see it. Another day of work. Nice. You're a good girl, Rosenmarine. Good morning, Elise. I would have got a head start on breakfast if I knew you'd be waking up this early. Since when have you been up? Oh, I am always up and about before daybreak. I can't sleep in if I try. I didn't notice you coming down from the attic. I brought the ladder up with me last night so I wouldn't wake you. And the hatch doesn't squeak if you do it slowly, right? I took my shoes off and used the ladder to shut it back up easy. You are smarter than you look, huh? I look as smart as I am, Alice. Is that so? Anyhow, I am heading off to the garden. The garden? You mean the field just outside? Is it that obvious that I haven't touched it in years? Been working like a dog since Granny Holly passed, but now I have you to fret about too. I can't sit on my hands forever, can I? What? You'd rather starve? Join me as a maid of all work, perhaps. You truly are kind, aren't you? Oh, shush. I'm heading out to see what I can do about the garden. I will call you in for breakfast in a moment then. Okay, let's save hell. I'm done for today. See? I'm talking about these eyes. What the fuck? I hope it's a squirrel. What am I thinking about this game? My first impressions. Gameplay is alright. I didn't expect much from gameplay wise, so whatever. And visually this game is stunning. It's very unique. It's nothing I saw in games before. The music is great too. It's soothing and creepy when it needs to be. I don't know what to think about characters for now and story. Need to play more. But right now I am enjoying it and really excited to see more. So yeah, I will continue later. Okay, so yeah, I am finished. Goodbye and thanks for watching.